Now, when we talk about the topic composition of functions, okay, there are two general expressions here in math. I would tell you which one I like the most. This one means f of g of x. I think that's very obvious. This also means f of g of x, okay? They mean the same thing. Which one do you like the most? The top one or the bottom one? You like the bottom one? What makes you like the bottom one? Okay. Now, for me, I personally like the top one more. The reason, I remember the moment I learned this thing in the pre-calc, my struggle is that I have no idea what this little circle means. Like that requires me to set up a new department right here in my head. You say, all right, this little circle thing means off, f of g, and then you have the x right there. But if I have the top notation, I mean, I know what f of 2 is, right? So now we're just saying f of, and we insert the g of x inside. So you can pick your preference, okay? And then we have another one that's called the g of f of x right here. And g of f of x would be something like this. Okay, g of f of x would be something like this. So what I want to emphasize here is that now you will start seeing functions in layers. And if you practice good notation writing that I taught you last week, or I shared with you last week, that will be very easy. Okay, for example, this is f of g of x, right? So what's on the outside, what's in the inside? Well, the inside function will be your g. The outside function will be your f. So we'll say, all right, the outside function is f. So I'm going to use f. I'm going to set a pair of parentheses in place of the original x location. And what do I put inside? Whatever the g function is. And in this case will be 4 minus x squared. So if you practice good notation, then you'll be like, ah, that's pretty straightforward, okay? So you have to combine the numbers together. So you just have minus x squared plus 6. So I would emphasize on the layering of this function composition process, okay? What goes inside, what goes outside, okay? Now go ahead and see if you know how to use notations for this one. This is g of f of x. Go ahead, try yourself. G of f of x, what's inside and what's outside. And again, this one will have future implication in calculus. We will talk about layers of functions, inside and outside functions. So this is g of f of x, okay? So, so g function on the outside, and then you insert the function f into the x value. So parentheses are always your good friends in math, okay? Parentheses are really good in helping you seeing what is happening here, okay? And then 4 minus 4, so the 4 will be gone. So you have simply negative x squared minus 4x as your final answer. Okay, so give yourself a minute to finish part C and part D. Try yourself. So we have f of x. So we have f on the outside and f again on the inside, and which is totally fine. So f of x is x plus 2. And I'm going to put a pair of parentheses around the location of x. And then I'm going to put f inside. the parentheses. So you have x plus 2 inside the parentheses, and then plus 2 again, which gives you a total of x plus 4. Okay. So again, function f on the outside and function f again, but now it goes inside. So now, what about f of g of 3? Well, f of g of 3. Let's see here. Well, you have f on the outside, right? That goes first. And then you go in and say, all right, what should be inside here? So you have this 4 minus, well, g of x, that would be 4 minus x squared, but now it's g of 3, so 4 minus 3 squared. Okay, so now you handle your numbers with PEMDAS. So you have 4 minus 9 plus 2, which is negative 3. Okay. So it's really about you knowing what's outside, what's inside. Are you using proper procedures? And I'm just going to remind you that please make sure that you are putting all these equal signs right here. If you do not put equal signs right here, then I have no idea they are equal to each other. What I'm going to read is that they are multiplying each other because you've got nothing to separate between those two sets of notations. Okay? It's just like if you write sentences and if you don't put periods, and I would just say it's a continuous sentence. Same idea. All right, now. So now we start to merge things together.